First things first. Good morning, everyone. It's Monday, and we're back at it. First off, I want to thank everybody who's been subscribed to my channel. I appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me. And let's get to this video. I appreciate all the support. Finally reached 1,000 subscribers. On our way to 1.5 to 2,000. Then on from there. But let's get to the video. Oh, let's get to it. Been getting a lot of questions like what was it like working at the dealership, and what was it like working for a major dealership, and what it takes to get on and stuff like that. Man, it doesn't take really nothing to get on at a car dealership, really. I mean, honestly, if I'm being honest with you, it really takes nothing. Like, all you have to do is just literally go in there and apply. Like, if you're looking for a job, go to a car dealership, a major car dealership, a Toyota, Honda, Nissan, Dodge, whatever. Most of those major dealerships, they're all going to be packaged into one group. So, if not this specific one's looking for salespeople, they'll refer you to one on their branch that's looking for one, because like on mine it was the Bob Howard Auto Mall, so it was like Bob Howard, Toyota, Nissan, Dodge, all of them was Bob Howard. So if I didn't get on at one, they would refer me to another one. But I got on at the Toyota dealership. I didn't have any prior sales experience. I was working at 7-Eleven as a cashier before then, and I really didn't know anything about the car business. Like me, I didn't know it was this many cars that got sold every day. They got sold that many cars got sold in a year. I didn't know that many people bought Toyotas and how Toyotas sold like that. I didn't know anything about the car business before I got in it. I really didn't even know much about credit until I got in the car business. So that's one thing the one thing I do appreciate me being in the car business. Like, once you're in the car business, you realize how important credit is. Before then I didn't know anything about credit. Me, I probably, would have been at some bar here, pay here, getting screwed over, if it wasn't for the car business. That's just me being honest with you guys, because I literally didn't know anything. I would have been, but I would suggest, if you're looking for a job or just want to get some experience, go work in the sales floor, man, for like 3 months. A lot of times they give you what is called a draw, which is like a base salary. Like, so if you're not selling any cars, you'll still get paid. My draw when I was working, which probably went up by now, was it was 1,500 draw. So $750 every 2 weeks, but then they bumped it up to 2,500 after like a couple months or so, like that. But I didn't really care for draw. Draw is just when the times are slow, you're not selling anything, but you don't want to collect draw too many times, because if you collect the draw too many times, that shows you're not selling cars that out to make more than your draw. So then you end up getting let go. But draw, it happens. It's gonna happen to you, especially starting out. You don't know as much starting out, so it's gonna happen to you. But don't try to live off that draw, because you'll get cut. But hey, think about that. You can leave this one dealership, go to the next one, be like, hey, I was selling cars here. Boom, they'll pick you up. Like, it's like the only restriction that I know people had trouble getting into the car business, like if you had a felony that was like a theft felony. But that's like any job, But good, if you want to get in the car business and sell some cars. I was a 19-year-old kid, wasn't really responsible with my money. I ended up getting a car from the lot I worked at. I ended up getting an apartment, and I was just blowing money, making bad decisions, just being young and dumb. But hey, I lived and I learned, and that car, I paid it off. It helped build my credit. So I don't really, it doesn't bother me now. But let's get back to talking about salesman. Man, it's pretty rough, because a lot of times it's a high turnover rate being in the car business and car sales. When you hit the sales floor, it's probably about you, and probably depending on the size of the dealership, it's probably you and probably 15-20 other salesmen. I know when I I know if y'all look on that board, if y'all seen in my last video on there, like how many salesmen was on the floor, it was probably about 20, 25 of us on the sales floor, plus another 5 in internet sales. So it was probably about 30 salespeople, and we were selling about 250, 300 cars a month. So try to internet sales, they're gonna sell a majority of the cars, so that leaves about 200 cars to sell between 20, 25 people on the sales floor. So it's gonna be some people that's gonna sell 20 plus cars, and then there's gonna be some people down here that only sells 5 cars, and you don't want to be there. You want to be the person selling 20, 25 cars, because it was bonuses, but every dealership's bonuses system going to be different. I know we had bonuses. This is new cars, so new cars, it was a bonus once you sold 10 cars, 12 cars, 14, 16, 18, 20. So it was every time after 10, every 2 cars you sold. Me, I would sell anywhere from 20. I was a 20 car salesman a month. I was selling 20 cars a month. 20 cars a month was my thing. I was a 20 car salesman, and that would equate to about $5 to $6 grand a month. Toyota, it was more like me working at a Toyota store. It was more of a volume store, so it wasn't a lot of growth. So you would have to sell a lot of cars in volume to to hit your bonuses to make the money. So $5 to $6 grand a month is kind of what I was making as a 19-year-old kid. Some months it was a little bit more. That's when I would mix in some used cars with new cars. But when you work at some lots, like they're separated, the new cars from the used cars, so you're not supposed to sell used cars. If you're supposed to turn them over to a used car salesman. But hey, me, I knew used cars was where it was at to make some money. Used cars sell lesser than new cars, a lot less cars a month, but they make more money. I mean, that's just what it is, used cars. So it's kind of up to you, but used cars, hey, it's pretty tough too, because there's a lot of salespeople on the sales floor, but you have the higher chance of making more money on used cars. But new cars, it's not like if you go to like a Dodge or a Chevy store, then you have when you selling new cars, you have a higher chance to make more money, because Dodge and Chevy, they have a higher markup and stuff like that than Toyota. Honda's pretty good too if you want to make some money. Don't really know much about the Acuras and stuff like that, but you can make money. You can make the money. But I prefer to work in new cars, because you got so many bonuses for working in new cars, because you had the bonus, but you get the same bonuses for used cars, but you had other bonuses like survey bonuses and all type of little other bonuses like salesman of the month, salesman of the quarter, and stuff like that. You got more bonuses and stuff for working in new cars. And then with new cars, you'll get more repeating referral customers in new cars. So it's more people gonna come back to you and buy used cars. I mean new cars. When people think about used cars, they like, oh, they feel like they got screwed over, so they might not come back to you and buy another used car. But new cars, you had the repeating referral customers. You had a lot of easygoing customers. And working in new cars, it was so cool, because I got to meet so many people, man. I met realtors, millionaires, everything. I done met it was so many people that I was able to keep connected with them, and to this day, I still have a lot of their cards. I still have a lot of their cards. So if I ever looking for a house, or something like that, I would get them a call and get in contact with me. Some of the people that I sold there, I've still sold them cars here when I became a dealer. So I didn't get to sell all, but I have sold some people that I sold new cars to, some used cars. So I appreciate that. So it's all about building that connection and stuff like that. But what I would get into the business, at least give you 3-6 months, or if you're just out there looking for a job and just need a job to quick to get on, I would suggest go to the car business, and just go, give it a shot, and just see if it's for you. And the hours are long. Saturdays you're gonna work from open to close, most of the time, most of the days you're gonna work from open to close, because you're gonna be so wanting to get a car sale that you're just gonna be there. But I don't want this video, like, I don't like the videos to run on too long. I give you guys some more perspective on being a salesperson from me and other people, and people that went from being a salesperson to a finance manager, that went from sales to internet sales manager. Let you sit down and talk with people that went from that to managers to general managers and everything. We got a lot coming, so just stay with me. It's a lot of information coming on this channel, and a lot more interviews and talks with people that's in the business. So just be watching out for that, and I appreciate all the support, you guys, and see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Thank you. Peace.